Hello, and thank you for joining us again at Free to Become Me channel. Peace be still. If you have not seen our previous videos, please check them out. You will see how we came from the USA and traveled and moved eventually to Belize and all the places we've traveled since. And if you haven't done so as yet, please subscribe, hit your notification bell, like and share our video. Thank you.
This is genius. To me anyway. Look at this. Remember I told you in a previous video how when the water softener regenerates every time it hits. Okay, as you can see, nature took over the whole conversation. So I just want to pop in here and just let you know what I was trying to say. Once it regenerates at 2 a.m., once it gets to 0, then that's when it starts to go through that regeneration cycle where the water cleanses itself, and then the waters will go in the buckets. And then tomorrow, if it regenerates tomorrow, I'll show you what it looks like tomorrow. Both sides should be filled up. See the pipe coming from the inside, and then you just put 2 pipes on the end, and then fill up 2 buckets of water. Now, of course, it's going to be more than, these 2 5-gallons. So more is going to be wasted, but at least we will be able to reuse the water for the plants. Okay. But that's where we at. I'll show you what it looks like tomorrow. All right. So as you can see, both buckets are filled to the top. And if you saw the last video, you would have known that we decided, since the water softener regenerates at 2 a.m. in the morning when it reaches 0 gallons. So right now it's set at 300 gallons, and the reason why is because the water is so hard. If you know anything about water softeners, typically when it comes in, when the system comes in, they preset it as 1,000, because that's usually good for water in the States, depending on where you live. But ours is set at 300 because we tested it, and that's where it should be, at 300. So Ronnie came up with this little plan. Instead of wasting all the water when it regenerates at 2 a.m., when it's time to regenerate, we just stick this little extension right there, that little extension. Because remember, really, it stops right there. That's where it really stops. But yeah, this little extension when we need water, and when it's ready to generate, look, both buckets are full. And to balance it out, this last time, only one side of the bucket. Looks like it wasn't balanced. Most of the water was going in this one versus this one. But today, we got 2 full buckets of water to water the plants. This was genius, to me anyway. Alright, gotta reuse and use everything on the property. Alright, that's our current situation. Good rising, family. It is 6 o'clock in the morning, Belize time. Alright, so we're gonna get out in the yard. I'm gonna show you what's going on with the plants. Ronnie's down the street trimming some more, and I noticed the guys came to cut, and it looks like they was looking at him like, are you gonna finish that? And we like, no, we're not gonna finish it. That's y'all job. We just started it. But anyway, so here's the lemongrass tree bush. Okay, looks pretty good. Good. All right, let's move on. Now this is the avocado tree. Look at it. It's on its last leg. it's kind of discouraging, you know, when you put something in the ground and it looks like it's about to grow, and it is growing. And keep in mind, this is one of the seeds that we grew. We grew from a seed, okay? But the weather in Belize, again, Florida is hot, you know, especially during the summertime. It's very, very hot. Now, if you can't deal with Florida weather, then you're not going to be able to deal with Belize weather, because when it's hot, and it's actually warm all the time, but then it's hot, and then it's times that it does not rain, okay? And this is the time where we're not getting any rain. It's almost like a plague. And I'm not going to complain, because when it rains, like I said, it does rain, but you know, it's always that balance, that yin yang. So you want it to rain so you can water your crops and, you know, keep things growing and not everything dying. But you know, I come out here every couple days to water and just to check on everything, you know. And when it comes to the plants, and I had just watered the plants like a couple of days ago, and the sun, I remember the weekend, might have been last weekend, where it was so hot. When I say it was just, when you come outside, it was just ridiculous hot. And of course, that was the weekend. It's like the sun just fried the plants. Yeah, so again, this is the avocado. It's still got, you know, the roots green. I see a couple little small sprouts. So yeah, I'm gonna hope for the best. All right, let's move on. And this is the mango tree. This one got beat up too. It didn't get beat up as bad as the avocado. Now, it's funny with the avocado. We had an avocado tree in Florida, up in Dade City, and a friend of mine, she had brought me a avocado from Puerto Rico. And that avocado was huge, and the plant was growing so nice in a pot. I had put it in a big pot. Then I stuck it outside in the dirt. And when that sun, again, this is one of them years where it was so hot during the summer, that sun just drained that plant, and the whole plant was burnt up. So the plant basically was no good. So anyway, so this is the mango. So that one, I can tell got some life in it still. And then this is the black mango, and this one really got messed up. This one is, I don't know about this one. I mean, it still got some green, but until we start getting some real rain, I really don't know what to say or do, because, you know, I've been growing for a while now, probably 10 years. Not that I'm a pro, so if anybody has any suggestions outside of us needing some rain, please let me know and put it down in the comments, because I really don't know at this point. But this is the black mango. And honestly, when we bought this plant, it really didn't look healthy. You know, some plants you can buy and you can actually bring them back, because I purchased plants that were half dead and I brought them back. But some plants you can't. I don't know if this is one of them, but again, only time will tell. So that's the black mango. All right, so, and then I had planted some peppers, and it was doing, you know, okay. You know, one of them survived. But that weekend that the sun just burnt up everything, it's right here. All right, here's another avocado. Now, this one's the last one we planted. Still got some green on it, but it's dead. But look at this. That's a papaya. Now, I must have dropped some papaya seeds over here when I was planting papaya one day. But yeah, that one's doing good. Alright. Here. And I had planted some papaya seeds in here. I had a lot of papaya seeds because I took them out of papaya. Nothing sprouted over here, but over here it just got crunk. And this one right here is good. I'm gonna leave this one here because it's a single one by itself. It's got a bunch of leaves sprouting out of it. Now this over here, I'm going to have to trim this up because you can't have all of them growing like that. And then I probably will move some of them over here. And I'll probably do that tomorrow. yeah, that's the plan. So, higher plants, they grow pretty quick. So that is a blessing. Alright, so this avocado, now this is the one I didn't think was going to do that good because it was in direct sun. The other ones have a little shade, but this one was in direct sun, and this one ended up doing the best out of all of them. So even if we only come out of this thing with one avocado and one mango, I'm good with that because we're only 2 people and it's not like we're going to be selling fruits. So I will be happy with that. So that one looks pretty good. Alright, so, and then the coconut trees, they still alive. Like I said, once it starts raining, I know that's when everything is gonna start sprouting up. But right now, it's just like, it's in a drought. And honestly, we only been here going on 2 years. And this is the first year where I noticed, we didn't get any rain for months. I think about a week or so ago, we got 1 day of rain. It rained real good, but keep in mind when everything is dry and all you getting is a few hours of rain, that's not really a lot of rain. I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know. Now, this is a banana tree. It's growing. It's alive, but the sun is just beating it down. Even though Ronnie had built this up, it still is like it's getting beat up. And I've grown banana plants before. I really didn't have this problem before, but again, the sun out here is different. And because a lot of these, and when I had my first banana plant, it was already, it was grown already. It wasn't a big plant, but it was already grown. So all we really need to do was put it in the ground and it started growing. This one was pretty much from a seed, or the base of a banana. I don't want to say a seed, but the base of a banana. And we put that in the ground. But yeah, this is where we're at. So June 1st is coming up, and that is the start of rainy season. Last June 1st, it was like clockwork. It rained every day for weeks. Now, I'm not interested in that kind of rain because what it did was it flooded everything. All the streets were flooded. You had to hurry up and get out before, things got too bad. So, what I'm praying for is that we get just enough of what we need, even if it rains like every other day for a couple of hours, I'm good with that. But that is my prayer to the Father. But that's where we're at, family.
Well, that is going to wrap up another video. We thank you for joining us here at Free to Become Me. Please leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and follow. Have a blessed day, everyone.